Hello, hello. This is Dahlia of Soul of Dahlia. I am actually at my neighborhood park because I really needed a quiet space, alone from people, and no one's ever here. So I want to talk about something. Very important to me today as a human being, and it's about the music that changed my life. I'd like to say that I've been listening to K-pop for about 13 years, since 6th grade. I'm 25 years old now, but it's actually been probably about more like of 11 or 12. I started actually avidly listening in 8th grade, when someone I met in 8th grade actually liked a Taiwanese boy group called F4. I found out really from there I started listening to Korean music. So I'm 25 now. I graduated in 2010. That's 7 years already, and then 4 of that is school, so that's 11 years, 8th grade, about 11, 12 years now. And I never, as a human being, I don't think I ever believed in fate. I didn't believe in destiny until I listened to Korean music. I know some of you feel the same way because there's so many of us out there now. Now that Korean music is really kind of becoming something now. I mean, it always has been, but these past few years, it's become a global thing, and it's pretty incredible. Most of my life I've been bullied, and the reason I've been bullied is because I don't talk that much. I'm not really a very social person. I'm very quiet, and I was the target. I was strange, I was weird, I didn't like the same thing everyone else liked. And for everyone who's been bullied, it's pretty hard, to actually be the focus and subject of hatred. And when you're young and you're growing, I started to get bullied when I was in elementary school, and it probably hit its peak in middle school. I didn't understand. You don't understand what bullying is when you're a kid. You don't know that you can't do it. You don't know how to respond to it because you've never been in that situation before. So how are you supposed to know when you're 8 years old? I went through a lot of things with my family. Like everybody, life kind of was kicking my ass at a very young age. And in my opinion, Korean is probably the most aesthetically pleasing language to listen to. Their syllables, how they connect their words, and how they have vowels in all of their words, and so it really makes the language sound soft and open and beautiful, and it's something that I don't think any other language has. They kind of have a strange harshness to them, in my opinion. But to me, Korean, I love it. I have 4 Korean tattoos. I love how it looks. I am still learning Korean, and this coming a couple weeks from now, on the 16th, I'm going to go see Monsta X. They're doing a world tour stop in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am going to see them. And so for the first time since I've been listening to Korean music, I finally get to see one of them live, and that to me is both exciting and terrifying, because this music saved my life. I was in a very dark place when I found Korean music, and I am so lucky that I did, because it saved my life. It saved me. So the fact that I'm going to be seeing one of them, and I'm going to be seeing them, and they're going to be there, and I'm going to have a light stick, and I'm going to be chanting their names and their lyrics with other people that are just like me around me, and it's something that terrifies me. It's something that kind of scares me, and I have a feeling that this is probably going to be one of the best days of my life. It's on a Sunday, July 16th, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be an amazing experience. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you guys is because I want to hear your story. I mean, K-pop has now become such a thing where people know what it is. People have at least heard of BTS, or they've heard of DBSK, or they've heard of Big Bang. And I remember when all these groups debuted. I've been into K-pop so long that I remember when all of these groups debuted. I've been through so much with K-pop and seeing scandals and relationships and group breakups and groups rising and falling from fame. And I mean, you guys, I remember when DBSK's Neurotic album came out, and that album changed K-pop, and it was amazing and beautiful. And I remember listening to one of their songs on there called Crazy Love on that album. And I remember just listening to it, feeling so emotional and so proud, and nothing can make me feel like K-pop feels. I love it. I love it so much, and anyone who knows me in any capacity knows that Korean music, I mean, it's the reason I'm still here. It's the reason I'm still alive, and I would really like to hear your stories. How did you find this thing called K-pop? It's global now, guys. It's a global thing. I mean, there's people, different nationalities, different countries all over the world have found this thing called K-pop and love it. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy that this thing, Korean music, Korean pop, has brought us all together in this way. Because we're crazy. Don't you get us wrong. K-pop fans are insane. We're crazy. Don't deny it. But I really like to hear y'all's thoughts. I want to hear, how did you find K-pop? How did you find it? And what about it? Because there's something about it. Even if you're not sure, you have to think about it. What about K-pop? What about it made you gravitate towards it? Thanks, guys, for listening. I appreciate it. And see y'all soon.